Hello Pisces, and welcome to my channel Green Line Goddess Tarot. My goodness, that card jumped out. I just had a really fascinating energy coming through for you. We got the Tower. Yes, release, revelation. But you know what? If I had to describe the energy I was getting when I was tuning in for you, it actually felt calm, which is the opposite to the Tower. So it was kind of felt like an event horizon where something had gone as far as it could go. And then it was like, there's nowhere else for this to go. It's kind of reached its stage. This is of the energy that it needed to be at. It's outgrown. And so in comes the Tower, release, revelation, showing you something in your life that you've outgrown here that needs to shift and change. Now, it's strange that I got this energy of calm because the Tower, I feel like after this kind of revelatory energy or the change that needs to occur here, I feel like where you're going to land is this place of calmness. So, and it may even be the calmness before the storm, like the sense of, okay, calm acceptance that this needs to happen. But I just get, no matter what happens with the drama of the Tower, there's the calmness that comes in around it, that it kind of feels peaceful. So, yeah, there's this calm acceptance. Feels right, like, oh, yeah, this had to happen. So let's see what's shifting and changing for you, Pisces. What's shifting and changing for Pisces? We have the World, yes, Saturn, Capricorn, Aquarius, Libra, and Sword 10, Uranus, Gemini. I'm going to turn the Sword 10 around, even though it is reversed. But, yeah, here comes the Uranus energy of the Tower, which is a change is coming. And this can even be a shift of perception that's coming through here. We are in Gemini season in June. We move into Cancer season. But the World card is saying both of these cards, the World is the final card of the major arcana. It represents an ending. A big cycle has ended. The Sword 10 also represents that, an ending. So there definitely is some kind of unexpected ending or a necessary change or ending that comes through. And I think it really starts with it's really going to affect what's going on inside your mind, your thoughts. It either starts with this revelation, this perspective that, okay, I'm done with this, it's over, I've outgrown that. Or the event occurs, which can happen with the Tower. It feels like something happens to you, but it's this sense of calmness of, yeah, I'm ready to let that go. It's finished. It's done. So that's where the calmness comes in with the Sword 10. There's definitely like a big ending that's coming in here. So, yeah, a release. And this can be a completion with the Saturn and Sword 10. It's just got this sense of it's time. It's really time for this to be completed, to be over. And, yeah, that's what's coming through. So Pisces, I wanted to let you know that this reading is for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. Always recommend to watch all three of your placements if you know where they are, because it gives you the fuller picture, more complete view of what's going on for you. Just bear in mind, if you are a Pisces Moon, this will be more subjective for you. And this is a general reading, Pisces. Just take what feels right. Oh, the Three of Swords. And leave the rest. And if it does, just don't take on anything that doesn't resonate or doesn't feel right for you. But if it does really resonate and you'd like to explore it further, there will be an extended reading, and the link for that is in the description box below. Okay, it feels like there's a little bit of conflict and drama around this already, with the Three of Swords and the Five of Swords coming in, and the Ten of Wands. So crossed by the Fool, which is the new beginning, the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so it's potentially the fact that something hasn't ended and that you haven't been able to start into the new. This is the thing that is potentially what could be hurting you, the fact that something isn't able to be reset, or that you can't step into the new or activate something new here. So I was going to say, if it does really resonate, there will be an extended reading, and the link for that will be in the description box below. And I usually pin the link to the comments as well. You can buy the extended reading either individually, or you can join the Patreon community. Go check that out and have access to all 12 signs, the extended readings. And yeah, wow, the King of Swords. And one more, Justice. Yes, lots of contracts coming in. So love it if you check that out. The link for all those things is in the description box below. And the High Priestess. Wow. Gosh, yes, this is meant to happen, okay? There's sort of decisions around a contract. If you're waiting for any kind of legal agreements, this is where and something's been overhanging you with any kind of contractual agreement or legality. We're seeing like a closure with this, a decision, a finality, a handing down, a change of some sort that comes through. So I think it's kind of, with the Three of Swords, this is something that's wounding you, that something needs to end because it's blocked by the Fool, which is stepping into the new. It's the new activation. It's, even taking a leap of faith, trusting yourself. I feel like, that's the situation here. And in your conscious mind, you've got the 10 of Wands. It might feel like that this has become kind of heavy or burdensome. With the 10 of Wands, see how heavy this, the 10 Wands are. This character's like one foot in front of the other. It's very Saturnian in that Saturn does represent work, but also it's the planet that rules time. So it's definitely saying it's time for something to end. And it might feel like heavy, burdensome. It might feel like burnout in your conscious mind. It's just like, when is this going to end? With the 10 of Wands. At the base, what's happening deep down is the 5 of Swords. So it might be something that you kind of originally dedicated yourself to, but it's just, you might feel a little bit conflicted about this ending. Maybe you don't want to step into the new. But I feel like the 5 of Swords is deep down, this is what's happening deep down inside of you. There's potentially some kind of conflict inside your mind about the cycle, something ending and something beginning here. And maybe there's actually a conflict around you that you want to be ending. So we have in the recent past the 7 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles. And this is actually, interestingly, where something, balance is become an issue. The balance kind of wants to be restored or needed to be restored in some way, shape or form. So this is the giving and the receiving of a relationship or work-life balance, but it felt like something was like a little bit out of balance here, and that became, and maybe you were kind of asked to give a little bit more, and it was just that little bit too much that you didn't have to give. It's like tipped you over the edge of, now I'm burnt out and I'm lacking motivation, or it feels like there's, something like that coming on in with this. So in the near future, you've got the 4 of Wands, which is, it feels like a stabilizing element here with the 4 of Wands coming through. So this is asking you, it's the 1111 portal coming in, very much a soul energy saying, what do you really truly want from a situation? Energies around the home or around real estate or living situation, or potentially, and relationships around that, whether it's people you're living with or contractual agreements around that, or whether, like, it could be bills, or whether it's also neighbours. That's something that's going to come up in the near future. With the 4 of Wands, things coming up around the home. You're presenting as the 6 of Swords, so this is you wanting to move on. You're in this transition stage here where it's like, I want to move away from the drama and move into calmer waters where I can find some peace and healing. So this could even be moving, like quite literally, like if you are in the process of moving home or moving out of one situation into a new situation, or just transitioning on with the 6 of Swords. So the energy around you is the Emperor. There's potentially, this is like an authorities. This is powerful people around you. So this is potentially a situation that has got a lot of power, or a person that has a lot of power or authority, or is kind of important in your life at this moment in time. So that's the Emperor. There is someone very, very powerful around you, and you might be dealing with like people in power, power struggles. That can be something that comes through. We have, as hopes and fears, the Ace of Swords. I think you want the new beginning here. You want clarity within a situation, potentially wanting to cut the ties with an energy that is wounding you and hurting you. That's coming through with the Ace of Swords. And we have as an outcome the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Justice card. Wow. So if you're waiting for some sort of legal decision, this is the handing down of it. It could actually, with the Knight of Pentacles, have some sort of long-lasting effect. It may have been slow to come to this decision, or may have been a waiting period coming in for a decision around a contract that's coming through here. It feels like a long time waiting, but it's going to have some sort of significant effect for a longer period of time. So yeah, definitely the King of Swords is the decision maker. The Justice energy is the contractual agreement, whether this is a legality, a legal agreement, or an agreement between a relationship. Libra can definitely be relationship energy. And it is about justice, fairness, equality, harmony, restoring balance. So this King of Swords is emotionally detaching from a situation, distancing yourself from a situation. And yeah, definitely there's some sort of decision that might be being made here around that. So yeah, it's kind of got a very official energy to it, it feels like. So you might be the King of Swords. You might be the one making the decision, but it might be also the King of Swords could be someone external or a body external to you as well. So yeah, interesting. But I feel like next to the Knight of Pentacles, this is something that the Knight of Pentacles wants to bring in stability. It's a very grounded energy. So for bringing in something that's going to be more stable for your long-term future and feel more secure. So that's something that is wanting to come with this decision around a contractual agreement. And we have as an overall energy, the High Priestess. So this is where there's a little bit of luck that could be associated with this, strangely enough. The High Priestess is your intuition is by your side throughout all of this. And there could be some really interesting synchronicities that come through with the High Priestess. It's also saying something's kind of been at a real in-between stage. So it's kind of in between ending and in between beginning. And that could be what's hurting you, the waiting or the not being able to move forward into this new energy. But I do see that happening here with the King of Swords and the Justice card. There's some sort of decision that's coming through around that. So let's pull an affirmation card. And yeah, affirmation card. But there's like I said, there's a slowness with the Knight of Pentacles is very slow. So this King of Swords might be taking their time or might have already taken quite a bit of time making this decision, whoever this is. So affirmation cards, we've got all is well in my world. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good will come. I am safe. That is a really great affirmation for whenever the Tower comes in because yeah, it is. The Tower ultimately has your highest good at heart saying, no, that doesn't work for you anymore. You've outgrown that. Yeah. But it just at the time when the change happens, it might not feel like that. And to really say out of the situation, only good will come and that you are safe. That's a really fantastic affirmation for that. We've also got my work is deeply fulfilling. Today, I give my best to that which I do, knowing that when one experience is complete, that's what it feels like. There's some sort of completion energy here. I'm led to even more fulfilling and rewarding experiences. So this could even be the start of some sort of long-term project. Something's ended here and completed and you're starting something new. So it definitely has that kind of energy around it. And with the Knight of Pentacles, it feels like I said, it's a longer-term energy that you're stepping into. So let's see. Let's pull a charm for you, Pisces. We have two. We have the Fairie, which always feels like a very Piscean energy for me, even though it's kind of more the element of air, but it's kind of magical and mystical. And the beautiful butterfly that always reminds me of Dame Edna, the butterfly. And so, yeah, we know that Barry Humphries died recently, if you know who he is, an Australian entertainer. But he's got that. This butterfly always reminds me of the Dame Edna glasses, like these eccentric kind of over the top kind of energy. There's something about the butterflies that are about transformation, but this one's very beautifully adorned. You know, it's bejeweled, and it's perhaps you know, this is something that is quite out there. It's a transformation that is out of the ordinary, perhaps. And so the fairy next to it is very much kind of always reminds me of Tinkerbell. If you believe there's something kind of out of the ordinary that, yeah, you've really got to believe that this is something that is, might have to see it to believe it kind of thing. But the fairy is like make a wish for some sort of beautiful transformation to come through here with this energy. So that's your reading, Pisces. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now. We're going to see what's coming in with this decision that's coming in around the contract and where that's all going, because it feels like, it does feel like, I like how the Knight of Pentacles is like, it lands back down on earth. The Tower is the dismantling of a structure. And the Knight of Pentacles is I've landed on the earth, my feet have landed on the earth, and I'm starting to kind of rebuild again and start something new, very grounded. So where is this all going? The decisions around the contracts, what's happening next? So we're going to look into the near future, the future beyond, and we're going to ask for any other clarifiers. What else do you need to know about the situation and the best way to work with the energy to get the best result? So that's all in the extended reading. Love it if you come over. The link is in the description box below. You can buy the extended reading either individually, or you might like to check out the beautiful Patreon community where you can have access to all 12 signs and view all the extendeds. So you might want to cross-watch or watch your sun, moon and rising. Plus there's a whole heap of extra premium content on there as well. So the link for all those things is in the description box below. And please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, Pisces. Love to read your comments, and take care.